Hey everyone, it's Desi Cheng, and today I'll be reviewing and comparing the Incase Camera Pro Pack versus the DSLR Pro Pack. It's a little bit confusing because, they're both cameras and they're both DSLRs, but the big difference is essentially the Camera Pro Pack just carries way more stuff, like a lot more stuff. They're both meant for DSLRs or mirrorless or whatever it is that you want. But yeah, and so anyways, at the very front, they're essentially identical in terms of like the height and like the width of it. The only big difference is, take this, so this one is a lot thicker, the Camera Pro Pack that is, and versus this one, which is the DSLR Pro Pack. Yeah, that's essentially the biggest difference, and there's a lot more space in this front area so that you can put a drone, you can put a gimbal, you can put jacket or whatever like that. Much more front space in this one as opposed to this one. Also, in the camera compartment area, it's a little bit thicker as well. So, if you had like lenses, you can stand them upright versus laying them down flat. So I'll kind of open up the two bags right here. This is the interior of both of the bags. Very, very similar in terms of the layout, but this one, the Camera Pro Pack, is just deeper. So you can and will be able to fit more things in them. But yeah, so first off, I'm going to talk about the DSLR the Camera Pro Pack, the bigger one, and then I'll talk about the smaller one after. Toss that aside. So first off, both of these camera bags, Incase, they're very, very comfortable. In terms of the quality, build quality it's excellent. It's in terms of the feel of it, it's kind of very similar to the Low Pro Fast Pack. It's an amazing camera bag. It's very comfortable. It's very functional, and it's inexpensive. It's actually not that expensive when you compare it versus some of the think tank bags or other higher end bags of this size. So I think the value is great. And it doesn't look that bad, except for it's just super, super thick. Yeah, so I wouldn't use this. I recommend using this as an everyday backpack just because it is very big. And even though when you don't have things in the front compartment, there's no compression straps, so that you can't really bring it in closer, which is one thing I hate about it. If they had compression straps to kind of bring it in closer, it's actually not that big when you're walking around every day. So let's talk about this front area first. There is this one stash pocket, and it goes all the way down to the bottom. So if you had small things like granola bars, you could totally shove that in there. Then you open this up, and boom. This is the kind of space that's inside. There is a zippered mesh pocket right in the very, very front area. And right in here, I have two things. I have my DJI Ronin gimbal right here. I'm gonna toss that down. Handle or battery. And I also have my Hold Fast Moneymaker strap with two pouches attached to it. So you could actually fit a few more things in there. You just kind of have to, be creative with it. There is a front organizer compartment, or not compartment, but front organizer right here. You can hold 3 pens. Has a little stretchy mesh thing right here, and a small little air stash pocket at the very front. Thin, so you're not going to be able to fit anything large or anything in there. Then in the middle compartment, this is kind of where your laptop goes. It fits up to a 16-inch MacBook Pro. Right now, I have my 15-inch MacBook Pro in there right now. It's just one sleeve right now, so it does not have a dedicated tablet sleeve or anything like that. However, in this front area, you can put documents or you can put your tablets right in here, and it goes all the way down to the bottom of the bag. So I'll take my laptop out first, just to kind of bring it down, and I'll zip it back up. Then on the top side of the bag, there is a quick access pocket, so you can really quickly access your camera. So right here I have a Canon EOS R right here. Show you the camera this way. So now this is now I have fit my 1DX in here. However, it will stretch it out a little bit, and you might be able to feel it on your back. So it wasn't really designed to fit a pro body or a battery with a battery grip in there, but it would be perfect size if you had a taller camera, such as like a Canon, or sorry, Nikon D810, D850. Those cameras are a little bit taller than the Canon 5D series, but yeah, this is great for that. So yeah, so at the very top you have the nice padded, quick access. One thing that they did add on this bag versus the smaller bag is a small little loop, because people were complaining that when you carry the top handle, the zipper slowly unzips. So they added this small little loop here that you can just you can pop this in, I think, or not, or you can put something else in there. But it's just a small little loop to kind of hook over to the zipper to prevent it from unzipping by itself. Onto the side of the bag. So this is another improvement or change that they did from the smaller bag, was that they actually have removable, or a buckle that you can actually open up. On the other one, you can't open it up. You can only just kind of pop something in it and just kind of cinch it up. So this is one great improvement. I wish they actually had this, buckle latch on the smaller bag, but they don't, but that's okay. On this other side right here, there is a side pocket. So this isn't, it's kind of a thin, small pocket. It's not recommended for you to put your water bottle. I wish they had an expandable water bottle pocket here, but this is just a small stash pocket so that you can put, I don't know, your Leatherman or memory cards or anything like that. So, and it does have this small little pass-through loop right here, so you can put your headphones through it or charger or whatever it is through this small little hole. Over onto the straps. So the straps are nice and cushy and very nice and thick. It's great. It's nicely padded for ventilation, and has a sternum strap, which is great. Has a little hook, so you can hook whatever you want in here, like a radio or anything, sunglasses. The sternum strap is adjustable, and you can also remove it as well. You can remove the latch. All right, so these pull straps, I'm about 5'8" right now, and I can only barely wrap my entire hand around the strap to kind of cinch it and pull it tight. However, if you're going to be a bigger guy, bigger than me, and a lot of times and also if you're going to be wearing a jacket, it's going to go all the way to the very, very end, and I have nothing to grab to pull it closer to my body. And this is the same with the Camera Pro Pack versus the Incase DSLR Pro Pack. They're both the same. I'm not sure why they made these straps so short. They should have added like an extra few more inches, because right now I have to use my fingers to kind of find it, to pull it and pull it tight. Anyways, so right now the bag that I have on me right now is the Camera Pro Pack, the larger one, and this is kind of what it looks like on me. So let's open up the bag. So when we kind of open it up, so one thing I love about this is that it opens up to the side. Most back zip backpacks will have to open up that way, and the reason why I don't like it is for a couple reasons. So when you're setting it down, when you open it up, it takes up less space when you're just opening up to the side. The other thing is, when you kind of open it up, there's actually more zipper that you have to unzip. So it actually takes, a few fractions of a second longer for you to unzip the bag and open it up all the way. So onto this bag, very similar, identical to the other one. There is a top Velcroed padded small little stash pocket right here, and it has two mesh, slightly transparent, see-through zipper pockets on this side. In this bag right here, I have my EOS R with a 24 to 105 attached, and as you can tell, there is quite a bit of height and room right here, so if you did have a taller camera, you can. I do have a 70 to 200 lying right here. I do have, what else do I have? 35 mil standing up straight up, as well as a 16 to 35 right over here. This is a 28 to 70. This is a big ass lens, and that's just sitting at the bottom there. 50 mil 1.2. I have my hard drive and then my laptop charger and things like that in here. and have a speed light just kind of hanging out right here. So yeah, and there's still a little bit of room that I can kind of, you know, shove whatever else in there. So this is the smaller one, and this is actually perfect for an everyday backpack. You can use it to stow your camera gear. You can put your DSLR in here. You can put your mirrorless things in here. I think this, I use this bag way more than I use the bigger bag, but I will whip out the big bag when I need to carry a lot of gear. But not saying that this one can't hold a lot of gear, but there still are the similar features, such as this small one has a stash pocket in the very, very front. This one's a little bit different because it does have a padded sunglasses holder in the front, or you can kind of put your hard drive or any kind of additional accessories in here. Maybe a small little point and shoot camera, such as like the Sony RX100 series cameras, things like that. So the other thing that's different is this front compartment. When you open it up, your laptops, it has a laptop as well as a tablet sleeve that you can, you know, fit your iPad or whatever. The front organizer is essentially identical to the bigger one, but it's just right here. And there is actually quite a bit of space in this front pouch area. I'll see if I can kind of show you. It'll be a little bit tough. But in here, you know, you can throw in a water bottle, you can throw in a small jacket, you can actually throw in a bunch of stuff. And you can actually even, I'll whip out the gimbal here. If I had my DJI Ronin, you could fit the Ronin in here as well. So, but I wouldn't be able to cram in my holdfast straps with the pouches as well. I might be able to be a little bit more creative and trying to like maneuver and figure things out, but it's just a little bit less spacious than the other bag. Onto the side straps. So this one, again, you can't detach these buckles. So if you had a tripod, you'd have to just kind of move it in from the top and then just kind of cinch it tight. What else? This one also does not have that loop here. So if this does become a heavy bag and you lift it, this zipper might kind of come apart a little bit, and so all you got to do is just kind of zip it back together. On this side, this one just has I feel like this is a useless pocket. It's not even big enough for a small water bottle, but yeah, that's just a small little pocket right here, and it has a small little side zipper pocket, so you can throw something very, very small in there. What else? The straps are identical. Pretty much everything else is the same as the other bag. Also, because it's not as thick as the other one, you know, it can stand up on its own right now. However, when you kind of put some gear in it, depending on what it is, it doesn't 100% stand up on its own. It would have been great if they changed the bottom of this padding to a slightly different or rugged material, but they haven't. They should, but they haven't. What else? And then in the interior, yeah, so essentially just the same thing, just not as deep, just a little bit less deep than the bigger brother. Anyways, guys, I hope you've enjoyed watching this bag comparison between the Incase Camera Pro Pack versus the Incase DSLR Pro Pack. You know, you can make your own judgment call of which bag that you want to buy, or buy them both like me. Yeah, I think they're great bags. There's obviously improvements that could be made on both of them. Yeah, if you need way more gear, choose this one. If you want something that's more of an everyday backpack, sleek looking and very, very comfortable, and the build quality is amazing, choose this one. Yeah, if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and definitely don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Desi31.